Well, not to forget, of course, voting for the assembly polls is underway here in the Indian states of Maharashtra and Haryana. While the BJP will be looking to retain their power in both states, the Congress will, of course, be hoping for improving its numbers, at least if not a comeback. Just as the first voters trickled in to cast their votes this morning, Prime Minister Modi took to Twitter urging people to exercise their franchise. He had a special message to the youngsters asking them to come out in big numbers. The assembly elections are the first after Prime Minister Narendra Modi led BJP to power at the centre for a second term in May. In both states, polling started at 7 a.m., which is customary, and will end at 6 p.m. in the evening. In Haryana, 1,169 candidates are in the fray with 90 seats up for grabs in the state. And the BJP has held several rallies in Haryana, and one of its major election issues has been the National Register of Citizens exercise to filter out illegal immigrants in the state. Meanwhile, the Congress is working on regrouping and planning a strategy for a comeback after losing the last state election. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis also urged voters in his state to go out and vote. In Maharashtra, there are 288 seats up for grabs with 3,237 candidates battling it out. Now, the only dampening news coming in from Maharashtra is the Met Department predicting thunderstorm in several districts. This could potentially play spoilsport as the day goes on. While the confident BJP may have walked an extra mile to accommodate the Shiv Sena in seat sharing for the Maharashtra elections, but it is still bracing for a possible tussle with its junior partner post the poll results. It is of course being touted as a mini national election with 51 by-polls being held across 16 states today. And in fact, catch our in-depth analysis of the assembly polls in the Indian states of Maharashtra and Haryana at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time only on Wion Poll this one. In other news now, in the Pakistani media and opposition have come out of the shadows to speak about censorship and crack down on anyone who takes an anti-government position. And this was, this very seminar which journalist Stephen Butler was barred from attending. And in fact, not only barred, the media watchdog head was deported from Pakistan. Butler had a visa but was told by the Interior Ministry that he was on a stop list. This was under these circumstances that the former Pakistan Prime Minister and PPP leader Yusuf Raza Gilani said that the Imran Khan government has been undermining the rule of law in its pursuit of political vendetta.
I am very concerned that the present government seeks to undo this and bring us back to the era of political instability, where the law enforcement and accountability mechanisms were used to hound opponents. The supremacy of the parliament is under threat because the present government has abandoned the principles of parliamentary democracy and has preferred dangerous populism. Today, these fundamental values are under assault. The media censorship is stifling any voice critical of the government, and opposition is being deprived of the right to peacefully protest. That a commitment to unity, democracy, and freedom makes us better suited to persuasively and confidently speak to the world. All of us here, political leadership, civil society, human rights activists, media, and lawyers should get together to ensure that the rule of law and due process are not compromised for political gains.
Well, the Pakistani lawmaker and the PMNL leader Mariam Aurangzeb said that Pakistan was witnessing its worst censorship under the Imran Khan government as well. Listen.
State of Pakistan at the moment, yes, we are seeing the worst censorship in the country in terms of that media is compelled to show colored facts, and there is censorship reality in the country. We also have grown by using sign language for certain institutions, and that's also the reality of the country. And we've seen that this reliance on overt and covert hybrid regimes is the worst enemy of the culture of constitutionalism, human rights and rule of law in Pakistan. And we've also seen that the stunted political growth in Pakistan has not led the evolution of political process and political system in the country. And there should be a Charter of Democracies Phase 2 that needs to be signed by all the institutions, not just political fraternity of this country, but by the Supreme Court judges, also by the military generals. They all need to sign that democratic and Charter of Democracy of Pakistan, unless and until we will not be able to, and we expect results, we expect delivery, there are expectations from political voices, but we forget and we forgive. And that's what Asma Jahangir used to say, that we tend to forgive and forget the judges who succumbed to the dictatorships and the generals who sort of, took away the rights, the political rights and the constitutional rights from the people of Pakistan. But we tend to, there is a different criteria for the political fraternity of this country. This will not work.